Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to another edition of the FC Porto Save. You join us for a League Cup semi-final match against Braga as we attempt again to go for the quadruple. It's looking good so far. We managed to convincingly in the end go through against Trabzonspor. With the disappointing result at Belenenses, that couldn't be prevented. It was just a terrible day at the office, but a great win against Trabzonspor in the second leg to go through 9-1 in aggregate. Abukar with a double, Mensah and Barbosa getting the goals. And then back to business in the Portuguese League at home to Feirense with Ruben Neves and a double for Gabriel Barbosa. So we're into the last 16 of the Euro Cup Europa League against Southampton, so that could be tricky. And of course we have this semi-final here and the semi-final against Sporting Lisbon and the Taça de Portugal, and obviously a lot of important games coming up which could seal our fate in the Premier League. We still are 8 points clear, a game in hand. However, we have the same amount of games as Real Ave. Game in hand is against them, so it's a real good opportunity to at least go 11 points clear. So Braga in 4th place are our opponents today in this cup semi-final. Pretty much going to stick with a team that's been winning, a familiar kind of lineup. The only alteration will be who features at left back due to the injury of Kurzawa. I'm going to change that just back to a full back, and it's going to have to be Balanta that covers there, because apart from that we have no other real guy that can play the left back position that's at the club at the moment, so that's cool. And as I say, Christian Atsu will probably be the backup for that position, but in all honesty this 4-4-2 diamond is working, it's successful, and if we keep at it then hopefully we can get into this game and have the perfect result. In the Taça de Portugal, Benfica have Santa Clara in the second leg as they look to secure their place in the final against either ourselves or Sporting Lisbon. And of course, Benfica are in the final here, so a place against Benfica in the final is what awaits the winners. We're playing well. Hopefully we can get the right result here. We tend to do better at home than away from home. I feel I'm kind of finding the right formula in Football Manager at the moment. I still feel like there's a little couple of times I could maybe be a bit more defensive instead of all gung-ho going for it. But that's just me as a manager. I like to go for it. I like to put the other team under pressure and give ourselves as good an advantage as possible. I think we'll go with this guy. He's got decent tactical knowledge. I'll just say to the guys, I always use Cam. Just says the best one for me that always usually gets a good result from your team. And just say faith in you to make a difference. Half the team listens to us, half the team's motivated. We just hope that transitions into a good performance on the park. So I'm hoping that we can win the quadruple here. It would be awesome. It would definitely be up there with the success of the 51 challenge at the moment. As I'm recording that, we've won 8 titles. I did bottle it badly with PSG, although it wasn't a great team. I kind of just thought money would fix it. Instead of going for the right player, I was just going in for players that were available for big money. So hopefully if we can bring those kind of guys in, better fits into the team, then hopefully get number 9-1, and then we can go on our way to completing that challenge. And that is exactly what we need in this challenge, the FC Porto challenge. A good goal there from Abukar. And something I've not really took an advantage of a lot in this FM has been attacking set pieces, but great ball in from Maxi Pereira. But fortunately with the defender missing the header, Abukar says, "Thank you very much, I'll smash that into the back of the net," to give us a good lead here. So I always feel like in Portugal, if you can remain consistent against the rest of the league, any win against the likes of Braga, Sporting Lisbon and Benfica is even better. So far so good. I know it is a cup game, but if you can overcome these mental barriers as well, it gives you that confidence that you're really untouchable. You can beat everybody, you get to know games, feeding anybody. I would just kind of like a bit more of a attacking players to maybe stand out a bit more, maybe a couple more 4-5-0 victories. But the thing is, they're young players, they're still developing, even the likes of Abukar, who I can thankfully say is tied up in a new 5-year contract, so we'll be asking for big money for him, because I believe he has the third party on his contract, or if it isn't third party then it's at least his former club gets a good percentage of the deal, so it's him and Brahimi which are the two guys like that. So like the signing likes of Barbosa, Caleri on these kind of deals, They're on big 5-year contracts. They'll get sold for big money, and that can afford us to bring in some like pretty much near continental world class players that should say rip this league apart. Anyway, Abakar, oh he's unlucky there. That's a good save from the goalkeeper, and Diogo gets it away. So having opportunities, it's all about having nothing silly. There's another one. Martinez at the back. That's a great standard of player, I think, to bring to the Portuguese league. He should stroll it, although unfortunately he gets caught out there, and Casillas just makes a save. I think we're going to make our first change as well. We're going to take off Barbosa, get on Caleri. I feel he's not really had many chances so far this season, just to the great form of Abukar and Barbosa. I think it's definitely helped Abukar that we've had a partnership up top, and he's certainly scoring a lot more goals, so definitely happy with that. Maybe not the greatest game for Bernard Mensah in the 10. As I say, he's pretty much covered at the moment until the returning Javier Pastore. And I feel a bit sorry for Yassine Brahimi, a fantastic footballer, no doubt, absolutely unbelievable trickery. It's just one of those ones where I just feel like he doesn't quite fit the system, and it's the same with Carrillo, because the intention was to go 4-3-3, but this system's worked. Why would you change a winning formula? That's what I've always said. Abukar, and a bit of luck there. You could say both their goals have been lucky, because the first goal was a missed header. That's just a little nick there from the tackle, just puts it right into the path of Abukar, and he slots it into the back of the net. 2-0, and you'd like to think it's looking good for our progression into the final, which won't be easy because of Benfica. It never is. Especially last year, I'm looking to get a lot of revenge because of the whole case of they winning the league on pretty much goals scored. So here's Nkulu out to Maxi Pereira. Herrera again. Brahimi can make another one. Abukar. Absolutely fantastic. Great way to start 2016 as he blooters in a hat-trick. But Herrera there, Brahimi, and it's just a lovely little flick. Abukar with a bit of a toe poke, but regardless, it rolls into the back of the net, and that makes it 3-0, and that is our progression to the final secured. Pereira throws it in, but it's all over. Pretty standard job there for the boys. Abukar the standout, but I'm very happy with the defence for once, with a very good rating for all of them, 7.5 being the lowest, so that's a good base, good clean sheet. It gives us an opportunity to get silverware, something that we definitely missed out on last season. And as I say, we're definitely looking to rectify that this year. So a good result there. We'll see what the result was in the other competition, the Taça de Portugal. And Benfica drew 0-0, so they'll be in the final. So if we can keep a good 2-0 advantage over Sporting Lisbon, you've got to think the quadruple looks good. But I say, tough games coming up now, no really easy games, a lot of difficult league games. Southampton won't be easy in Europa League. Taça de Portugal, Sporting Lisbon, and Benfica in the final. Let's hope we can somehow win a quadruple. So thank you for joining this episode, guys. It was a nice short one, just to kind of cover the fact that we're in another final, and there's going to be a lot more big vital games coming up in the coming weeks. So thanks as always for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you get any comments regarding the series, let me know. Is there any other team you'd like to see me go in the future? Maybe I put a certain challenge you'd like me to try and do. Certainly open to ideas. I say we'll maybe do this for another season, or if we win the quadruple, we'll end it there and try something a little bit different. I say hopefully after the festive period I'll have a bit more time, and I'll be able to do a couple more series all back to back. As always, thanks for your support, guys. Hope you had a fantastic new year. And always, keep it tight. See you later on, guys. Bye bye.